Welcome to EmpowerED, a powerful literary arts podcast created by young writers, thinkers, and creators who are finding and shaping their voices in real time. Here at Dzanc House, our high school writers have been engaging with literature, exploring how language can hold memory, challenge the world, and illuminate the truths we're still learning to name. In our workshops, we discovered that poetry can rise from anywhere. The questions we can't let go of, the quiet moments that settle into us, the sudden sparks of understanding, and the bold flashes of emotion that demand to be written. Through poetry, erasure, reading, writing, engaging with the page both independently and collaboratively, and sharing our work, our young writers gathered work that reflects the full complexity of what it means to be human right now. Curiosity and conviction, uncertainty and clarity, tenderness and resilience. They took the time to read, to reflect, to revise with intention, and to create work that feels both personal and urgent. Together, they captured the subtle, the chaotic, the joyful, the heavy, the moments that asked them to look more closely at the world and to articulate their place within it. So, wherever you are, take a breath, open your mind, and listen closely. This is EmpowerED. Thank you for listening.
Torn up sweatshirt. Students make fun of me today, say my holes are an ugly blight. Someone even offers to replace me. But I have earned these gashes. I am 18 years old, almost in my 20s. Do you think I haven't known betrayal, heartbreak? Do you think I haven't tumbled off a zooming sled in the midst of its downhill dash? Do you think I haven't caught blood from a shattered windshield in the midst of a crash? Do you think I haven't absorbed the spitting oil of a sausage on the grill, the spilled gasoline from a pump at a rest stop in Ohio? Do you think my sleeve hasn't waved down luxurious SUVs to park in the yard for a Michigan football game? Do you think a rescued dog hasn't fallen asleep in the crook of my battered elbow, his satisfied sigh the most peaceful sound in the history of this planet? Do you think I can be replaced? Do you think you're capable of keeping somebody warm for nearly 2 decades? Do you think that task won't leave you holy?
I have no voice, yet I cry. I have no teeth, and yet I bite. I have no stomach, but I devour all. No heart, but I am filled with malice. I grab all, and yet I have no hands. I am alive without breath. I have air cold as death. My mother was the sea, and return to her I shall. I have no eyes, and yet my tears drown thee. I have no feet, yet my might stomps thence. Yet I must run. I claw metal, bite steel, reduce all you have built to kneel. I am fair and free as the summer, yet cold and bitter as the winter. For your homes are my weapons, great and terrible. Clad in the raiment of the world, I cannot be contained. And then I surrender, and I am no more. And alas, the world returns.
This is a small needful fact. My name is Ciara. I am the Dzanc House EmpowerED and facilitator, and I will be reading this poem by Roske. Is it that Eric Garner worked for some time for the Parks and Rec horticultural department, which means perhaps that with his very large hands, perhaps in all likelihood, he put gently into the earth some plants which, most likely some of them, in all likelihood, continue to grow, continue to do what plants do, like house and feed small and necessary creatures, like being pleasant to touch and to smell, like converting sunlight into food, like making it easier for all of us to breathe.
Favorite form of poetry? It's where you take, you'll take like a word of text and make it your own. So like for a small needful fact, I could just, erase different parts of it and now read to something else. So like for time, for the Parks and Rec, which means that with his large hands, perhaps in all likelihood, he put gently into the earth. And I could just remove any words that I want. He put the earth, some plants, something like that. So just like erasing any word that you want, making it like just like a new piece of work. So bravery, stepping out of like the norm. He mentions like rising just to find a way towards rest again.
My name is Mia Lambert, and this is Jericho Brown's poem Crossing from his award-winning book, The Tradition, Copper Canyon Press. The water is one thing, and one thing for miles. The water is one thing, making this bridge. Built over the water another. Walk it. Early, walk it back when the day goes dim, everyone. Rising just to find a way toward rest again. We work, start on one side of the day, like a planet's only sun, our eyes straight, until the flame sinks. The flame sinks, thank God. I'm different. I figured and counted. I'm not crossing to cross back. I'm set. On something vast, it reaches. Long as the sea, I'm more than a conqueror, bigger than bravery. I don't march, I'm the one who leaps. The following is an erasure of Crossing by Jericho Brown. I included the title and the author's name in it to get some more words, because I found that I really like to cross things out.
Yeah.
Sing, own, the water is one, the water is making. Walk it when, rising again, one sun sinks. God crossing to cross back. It reaches as I'm I.
I always love doing erasure poems because like you can just find a new text within one. And people don't only do this to poems. I've seen poets like print out a note from their doctor and then they make an erasure poem out of like what their doctor says on the report. Like very cool stuff like that.
My name is Lauren Robert, and I will be reading Those Winter Sundays by Robert Hayden. Sundays too, my father got up early and put his clothes on in the blue black cold. Then with cracked hands that ached from labor in the weekday weather made banked fires blaze. No one ever thanked him. I'd wake and hear the cold splintering breaking. When the rooms were cold, he'd call, and slowly I would rise and dress, fearing the chronic angers of that house. Speaking indifferently to him, who had driven out the cold and polished my good shoes as well. What did I know? What did I know of love's austere and lonely offices?
I enjoyed going to my first workshop. I feel like it was really fun. I'll just try it out today. I think I might come back next week for sure.
Okay. What was your favorite part that you had? All right, and then do you want to read it?
My name is Nico Lagario, and I wrote about my bathroom speaker because the time I spend listening to music while I'm in the shower allows me to organize my thoughts.
I'm Jeff Cass. This poem is called Saying What Up to the Tree Skis. It's kind of about a morning ritual I have before going to school every day, and it starts with a epigraph from the United States Poet Laureate Ada Lamont. We are not unspectacular things. Saying what up to the tree skis. Each morning before school, I greet the tree skis. Doing so, I know, will make me a minute or two late to first hour, but I fear if I don't, I won't be able to teach. Or I will, but what I teach won't be true. Two of them, medium-height scrub pines, stand at the corner of the teacher's parking lot. I used to drive to school and pass them walking on the way to the building's entrance. What's up, I'd say, casual and sunny. Y'all looking beautiful today. But as I've gotten older and discarded the car for a bike, my greeting has grown more elaborate. Now I circle around the lot, detour from directly approaching to school, fully pause, stand with one foot on the bike pedal, one on the sidewalk, and touch their needles with my gloved hand. I tell them, you are beautiful, towering, majestic, elegant. Look how gloriously you pierce the vibrant blue. I urge them to send love to my son at his school in New York, to my daughter in Indiana, to my wife as she tries to build clientele in her new job. I like to think I can conjure energy from the ground, conduct it through my feet, mix it with my own vitality and belief, send it through my hand and into the trees so they can broadcast our teamed up power across the land. I guess that's a kind of prayer, and I don't know if it works, but I have faith when I withdraw my fingers and resume pedaling that whatever teaching I do this spring morning will be grounded in what I believe in, faith that hovers somewhere unfettered between dirt and sky.
Thank you for spending time with us on the EmpowerED podcast. We hope this work gave you something to hold on to. Something imperfect, something strange, something that moved you, challenged you, or even inspired you to write something honest and necessary of your own. Thank you to Siada Tucker, Mia Lambert, and Jeff Cass for showing up for us consistently and wholeheartedly, for believing in our potential, and for pushing us toward our best work. Thank you as well to Shanna Gasperson and Amanda May Moore, whose behind-the-scenes dedication helped transform this project from an idea into a living, breathing platform for young voices. A profound thank you to Steve Gillis, founder of Dzanc, Charlene Choi, Development and Programs Director, and Michelle Dotter, Editor-in-Chief of Dzanc Books, for making this program free, accessible, and year-round. Your commitment has given us the space to read closely, think critically, write boldly, collaborate meaningfully, and share our work with the world. Immense gratitude goes to Lee Van Roth at WEMU, Mia Lambert at WCBN, Tia Graham at WDET, and Sarah Riggs at Concentrate Media for amplifying our voices beyond the workshop walls, and giving us on-air broadcast time to feature Dzanc's workshops for young writers and our young voices. And a very essential thank you to the Ann Arbor Area Community Foundation, the Find Your Light Foundation, Flying Objects Initiative for Youth Writers, and Dzanc Books for providing the resources, belief, and infrastructure that make this work not only possible, but sustainable. We're deeply grateful, and we're not done. We can't wait to keep growing, questioning, imagining, and creating with you. Until next time, keep listening, keep learning, and keep using your voice. It matters.